Many of us, especially after Corona lockdown, want to shed those extra kilos, but the challenge we face is that we live with a partner or with our family and we're supposed to eat what's on the table. Or maybe our partner convinces us to go out for dinner or order in. You might be someone whose goal is not to look like a bodybuilder or model, but to only shed those extra pounds that we gain from time to time. Disclaimer, I still believe that individualized dieting from caloric restriction is the most optimal way to change body composition, but on this channel we work the best with what we've got. So here goes, here are my tips for fat loss with FAM. Number 1, mindful eating and only eating when hungry. Mindless eating leads to an average of 25% greater consumption of calories, like the time when you're watching TV and not actually tasting the food, or watching something on YouTube or swiping through your newsfeed or Tinder. Try also chewing as many times as possible. When you take your time with each bite and fully chew and swallow, in many cases this means chewing about 20 to 25 times, you allow the fullness signal from gastric hormones to reach your brain and shut down your appetite before you eat too much. Small plates are a good strategy too, as it limits overall caloric intake too.
Number 2, controlling glycemic variability or GV. GV refers to the level and intensity with which your blood sugar fluctuates right after a meal. If GV gets too high or out of control, your blood sugar can go to 2 places. Either it goes to your muscles or liver, or it can be stored as body fat. Multiple studies show that using or consuming apple cider vinegar right before a meal reduces the intensity of the blood sugar spike. You can also combine this with postprandial walks, aka walking right after meals. Low volume, easy walking for 20 to 30 minutes right after a meal has shown to decrease the intensity of blood sugar spikes. Therefore, you can enjoy a glass of apple cider vinegar with lemon and some water with your partner, and then you can also enjoy walks with your partner, family or colleagues after your meals. Take it as time to disconnect from the fast-paced world we're in and reconnect with the person in front of you. Number 3, sleep. I can't tell you how important this is. Adequate sleep, or let's say sleep deprivation, reduces the level of the hormone leptin that makes you feel full, is the hormone of satiety, and it increases the level of the hunger-stimulating hormone called ghrelin. That is why it's so easy for us to go for a second helping that we don't need simply because we're sleep deprived. Number 4, this is Ben Greenfield's 1-2-3 strategy, which I started using a couple of weeks ago myself. What I do is I wake up, have a black coffee or green tea with 0 calories to mobilize fatty acids from adipose tissue, go for a jog, walk, anything considered aerobic for like 15 to 20 minutes at a conversational pace. So say about 60-70% of maximum effort. Right after, you're supposed to have a cold water shower, and he promises that this will help you burn fat without lowering any hormones like testosterone within your body. And this brings me to number 5, intermittent fasting. I have been personally fasting for 5 years now. I have only had about 20 breakfasts in that period. I fast for a minimum of 16 hours and have an 8-hour eating window. My 16-hour fasting period includes my sleep time, consumption of water, and other 0-calorie beverages. But I am not going to cover intermittent fasting here because it's pretty well covered on other channels. In case you do want me to, please drop a comment below. And this brings me to the last tip: screw the scale. I have been there where I weighed myself every day and counted every decimal of a kilo I burnt off. And whenever I felt that my progress isn't fast enough, I would beat myself up. Don't beat yourself up for your weight. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just your decisions and levels of awareness of how your body works and how it reacts to food. Simply put, you have the power to change those decisions and change your body composition to reach its full natural potential. I don't want any of you to think that your belly is too big, you're too skinny, you're big boned, or can't wear a specific piece of clothing. As I said in my last video, there's something called deficiency and growth motivation. For more details, check out that vid. But the essence is that when you start your journey, I want you to get excited by how much progress you can make by changing minor things about your lifestyle, what foods you order, how much you sleep, etc. When the first glimpse of results arrive, you will be hooked and will enjoy the process without constantly thinking about the outcome. Great results take time, but that doesn't mean you cannot enjoy the process and grow a compassionate relationship with yourself simultaneously. Anyhow, I hope you found these ideas helpful. Comment down below if you've got any questions. That's all for now. I'll see you guys on the other side.
And don't forget to like, comment, and share.